What's up, boxing fans? Here is your Ross with Boxing Pills, and I have some new news about Eddie Hearn. Yeah, because Eddie Hearn has been under massive fire from Tyson Fury's team, and now he has replied, okay? He has counterpunched. But I mean, first of all, if you like the video, please be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. That would help a lot. Thank you very much. But back to what I was saying was that, Team Fury, especially John Fury and other people, have been throwing huge blows to Eddie Hearn, okay? The last of the blows came yesterday by John Fury, where he said, either you put up or you shut up, okay? We want Tyson Fury to fight 2 times this year. He has been inactive for almost 1 year, and we're gonna take Anthony Joshua as a warm-up fight. Just pay attention, guys. They take Anthony Joshua as a warm-up fight. And if the fight can't happen, then we're gonna fight someone else, okay? So Eddie Hearn, I think he noticed the message, and he actually replied today. I'm gonna read you some quotes from the interview from an interview that he did and here is actually the thing. Frustrating. Hearn has described the doubts from Team Fury as frustrating and appears surprised there is lack of a unity given all parties have signed the contract. Pay attention, all parties have signed the contract. I'm not traveling around the world away from my family and just holding up folders of quarantine, tests and exemption. It's a balance. I'm doing it because I'm trying to make the biggest fight in the world. So if you are with me, as you showed you were by signing the contract, you showed you were with me by signing the contract, be with us. It's frustrating, but maybe you think that we won't come up with the goods, but we will. July, and said that actually July is the luckiest date for the fight, that actually Saudi Arabia appears to be in pole position, even though actually lots of people would like to see the 2 fighters fighting in the UK. So what is that? It's true, because they would have all the reason to complain with Eddie Hearn if Eddie Hearn promised them something. But he didn't promise them anything. Eddie Hearn is not doing them a favor, right, guys? They sign a contract. They sign a $200 million deal contract. And 2 parties have been involved. So John Fury, I'm surprised that John Fury, that let's say is Team Fury, only addressed Eddie Hearn. He should also have addressed Bob Arum and Frank Warren, that are Tyson Fury promoter, but he didn't do that. He threw all the responsibility on Eddie Hearn's shoulder. And, this is not correct. As I said before, there is also Bob Arum that has to say something, and there is also Frank Warren that has to say something, okay? And it's in all of their interest that the fight goes on, okay? Otherwise, they wouldn't have signed the contract. As you said before, I remember one saying that say, whenever you point a finger at somebody, just remember that you have 3 fingers pointing back at you, guys. And so John Fury should look at the 3 fingers pointing back at him. And I was saying before, yeah, so this is actually not correct. The fight, it's probably going to happen. They are right, Tyson Fury say in the middle of a pandemic. And also Bob Arum said, Bob Arum is not a man of many words. I mean, his mouth is shut, as opposite to Eddie Hearn's mouth. But he said there is an embargo on what we can say. Eddie Hearn has been violating that embargo, but I won't do that. So I don't think we can push some words out of Bob Arum, and I think it's one of Eddie Hearn's defects to speak too early when things are not even 90% sure. Okay, at least, as you are a promoter, you should speak when things are 98, 99% sure. 90, it's too low a probability for you to speak. And I think it's going to backfire. I mean, this time, it for sure backfired. Because even when he announced that the deal was signed, Bob Arum got upset. Because he said, you shouldn't announce that the deal is signed, meaning that there is a fight. You announce that when the fight is going to happen. You shouldn't have said that. And also, there is another thing to take into consideration, guys. The fight, has been signed, they have 3 weeks to find a venue. They just have 3 weeks. Otherwise, the contract has to be rewritten, otherwise something happened in the contract that no one has seen, but in the contract is written that within 3 weeks a venue has to be agreed. And I heard yesterday that 18 days have passed. So, you know, it's still 11 days until the venue has to be announced for the contract to be respected. Don't forget that. I mean, is it gonna happen? I believe, yeah, probably it is, because yeah, it's true that there is a pandemic, but different countries are behaving in different ways, right? You know, look, for instance, Saudi Arabia is reopening, the US are also reopening, so I think we are far from being in the best time, but far from being in the worst time either. So guys, I thank you very much for listening. Please make sure to subscribe if you like the video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.